Sorry, unfortunately, I was not able to make this video yesterday. On Fire Day, I actually wanted to share this information with you. Ever since there was a patch with Brook, of course, you don't have to go for Brook if you haven't finished your Garth banner on SOC. If you haven't went in, or if you already have done Garth banner, but then sniping Garth only and then get off of it, then you should be going for the Brook banner. But if you haven't touched Garth banner, or if you're still in Garth banner, make sure you get Brook in Garth banner. Okay, that's a lot easier. So yesterday, when you are going for Lunatic difficulty, when you're going for a Lunatic difficulty on Solar and Lunar trade routes, a cheap trick you can bring is Corgi. You remember, Corgi was being used way before in Korean server when they were having difficulties on beating special dungeons, on literally everything. Special dungeons on Sanctum, Experience, and everything. And you can still pull off that trick on Lunatic, but even better with FC Any. The only problem with Korean server when they were using Corgi was that it was so hard to make 2 mana. It was so hard to make 2 mana because Corgi usually starts as first on your as one of your 5 guys. That was an issue because there was no way to give Corgi a mana except for using Raykill. Having Raykill will give you a mana on the back row, which helped you a lot. But ever since a patch happened, which just gives you a mana whenever a team in your row attacks, and ever since there's FC Any came out, which gives 3 mana to whoever has the fastest attack speed, Burning Soul, and also gives you crit chance, but that's literally nothing. What you can do is you can bring Corgi Annie lineup and make sure nobody in your team has faster attack speed than Corgi. But don't really mind, because even my Xeon or Brook or who's this face? Sabrina, Norm Annie has higher attack speed than my Corgi does. My Corgi has all brown. Not all brown. All purple, all legendary gears. They have some faded gears, and they are some 6 stars as well. But technically, you can beat Lunatic difficulty with 5 stars. You don't even have to make 6 stars on these. All you need is relatively bursting container and relatively the one with all target, like Maggie. At this point, if not for Dragon Maggie, you will be having at least a Maggie, as in Fated Maggie. So use Maggie. I don't really recommend Brook in this, although it's okay to use Brook. The only problem is it's so hard to make Brook under the effect of Angry Lamb. Or is it called Angry Lamb? Yeah, Angry Lamb. The only way to proc Angry Lamb is give Brook a constant recovery, which is done by Dorka, but it's Dorka being machinery, doesn't work in here. Or removable buff, like his own Barrier of Will will count as removable buff or positive effect. Anything other than that, it's kind of really hard to have Brook under this effect with Fire. No, Pan only gives you mana regeneration and then removes status effective, and it's a debuff. So Pan doesn't give any benefit onto your team. So I was thinking through, like, who can do that? Who can do that? Maybe Luke can. Luke with the HP share that counts as positive buff, in my opinion. But the thing is, it requires 4 mana. Will your Luke be able to use that on round 1? If that's the case, then it's nice. If not, then you may have to find someone else. So far, I don't really see anyone who can do that. But if anything, try with Luke if you can do that. So yeah, if you can somehow make sure that your Brook can do that, can have Angry Lamb, bring Brook plus Alpha. Like, you can even take a pen away, Brook plus Alpha, to make sure that Brook is under that, or not, or just put Xeon, the good old Xeon, and whoever attacks everyone, even this guy. I think it's Carlos. So what you can do is you can bring this cheesy lineup, and on your first round, when you face enemy on your first round, because your Annie will be giving the buff to the to Corgi, your Corgi will have 3 mana. So use your Corgi's S1 to the enemy, which will destroy one Guardian Stone of Fire, and then on next turn will destroy the other one, the other Firestone. But the thing is, because they all have counter, they usually have counter, they fight back, they attack you back. But because of the godlike immunity, you will not have to worry about counter, because any damage, any counter damage will also be just count as 0. Like will not deal damage because you're immune to damage for 2 turns in first round, or in round 1 rather. I'll show you. No, the buff is gone. I can't show you. But yes, so you can choose to bring Annie and Corgi, and make sure Corgi is not dying. Corgi will never die because of that. And just keep them under break, and then keep AoE going on, rotate with the burst, just kill everyone else. And then move on to the next stage, and the next stage, and the third boss, that's the only problem. That third boss attacks first. So your Corgi attacks second, meaning after your Corgi attacks, you will be countered, and you will take damage. So it's, if your Corgi is level 75, 5-star, probably better if it's transcended. Better if it's enhanced, or better to just element enhance Corgi. That's the best way. But it's an investment. I wanted to make sure that everyone can do it without making a lot of investment into it. Of course, if you're a whaler, of course, if you're strong enough, you don't have to take care of it. You can just bring your best lineup of fire, and you'll be done with it. But if you were suffering before, if you just can't seem to find a resource to invest on these, just bring Corgi, and Corgi will be countered. So make sure Corgi doesn't die. So give him some full purple gear, and level 75 and everything for that. Okay. It's okay for Corgi to die. On round 3, you will still be able to break them constantly with your other lineup who survives, and that's how I cleared. That's how I cleared all Lunatic Solar trade route and all Lunatic Lunar trade routes. And you can pull that off today with FC Reed Marie. If you don't have FC Reed Marie, you may have to bring Lepin and then just like do the revive meta to make sure you can clear the Lunatic difficulties. Oh wait, no, I didn't mean to clear it. I meant to just make a demonstration and actually clear the harder difficulties. I only entered here because that's the only one without any conditions to enter. All the other places having the condition to enter for. I was actually capable of. I got this reward when I could have gotten easy this reward with Quick Battle League. I could have even gotten this reward as well with a Xeon, solo Xeon ish. Anyways, yeah. So next week on Fire, please try that gimmick, and also we'll see if I can actually make a video off of it, the legit video of me doing it. And for Dragon, FC Brook is actually gonna be amazing for Dragon, because you know how in Dragon you can just bring Dorka, or not, you can just bring FC Rodley or Garth. Anyone will pretty much grant your that will grant your Brook under positive effect or recovery or removable buff. Your Brook will literally attack every time your friendly team attacks. So if you element enhance Brook, what's happening on Fire Dragon is that your Fire Dragon will not last 3 turns to be broken. And you will constantly make the dragon under broken state. Doesn't mean that dragon will not attack. The dragon will still attack and everything, but dragon takes more damage, which means you will be going through phase 2 faster, phase 3 faster, and on phase 4 you will be also dealing damage on phase 4. I am not aware of any 4-man lineup yet, and I'm not sure how much damage you can bring up with 4-man lineup. But with regular 10-man lineup, it should still give you the edge onto that by using Brook and having him under the effects of those mentioned, either recovery, positive buff, or removable buff, positive effect or removable buff. And if your Brook gets element enhanced, even more godlike to have Dragon Underbreak. So I also show that to you on next Fire Day, if I can onto that. Okay. So try to use. Oh, and also the reason why we don't use Carlos over Corgi is because Carlos have slower attack speed. So Carlos first will not be getting the benefits of Annie. Second, there is no guarantee that Carlos will be alive when Carlos' turn starts. When Carlos' turn starts and when Carlos is alive, then it's best. But it's heavily RNG reliable, and we can do it without relying on RNG. So yes, it's time to use Corgi again. Okay, time to use Corgi again, and I'll come back with possible new banner, which possibly can happen tomorrow. Well, not far on Nature Day.